Alrighty guys, welcome back to another single player episode. Last time we were playing, we took a load to the mill, and then we dragged some stuff down off the top of the hill, skidded a bunch of wood down, and this episode is going to be processing a whole bunch of it, so without further ado, let's get started, shall we? So now we got two separate piles going on here. Trying to find a happy medium point here between the two. I think this is probably good. And we can make our little snip back over there so we don't get it with our pile. And then start weaving them in here. Gotta get back in the spirit of processing here. Yeah, everything is going pretty good for maps and stuff now. Lots of changes. I hate to change the physics all the time. I'm sure that drives people bonkers that I'm always updating stuff. But you know what? To change is to improve, right? So if I'm constantly changing stuff, it's not because I'm insane. It's because we're actually getting pretty close to making things a little bit better for people. And I'd say the way we got things right now are probably some of the most stable they've been in a long time, in my opinion, but I'm sure somebody would argue that somewhere. Somebody will argue something always somewhere. But yeah, for the time being, it's working out pretty good. I'm just glad I got the frame rate thing figured out. God, that was annoying. My frame rate drops were getting pretty brutal there. So yeah, now I've got to work on that bulldozer. That's coming up next. Try to determine whether I want to make it a line skidder bulldozer. Probably a line skidder, I'm thinking, because everybody likes line skidders more in grapple. And then I was thinking about maybe making like a hoe attachment for the back to do like maybe pick up wood chips. I don't know. There's a lot of different things we're thinking about doing with that thing. Be like a little bulldozer backhoe kind of deal. But I could also put a bucket on it, and I could also put a scoop for picking up logs. I could do both if I really wanted to, and then just use it kind of to clean up. But I don't know. Maybe I'll just make it a line skidder because it's probably easier to make people happy. Of course, by the time this video comes out, it'll probably be already decided and done, so it's not like having this conversation with you now is going to make much of a difference, but at least you guys can see what I was thinking about back when I was deciding what I wanted to do with it. You can see me running the thought process. And yeah, Grand, I'm not really sure yet. We'll see. I was trying to think of machines to make. I'm kind of running out of inspiration on machines. I mean, don't get me wrong, I got lots of people throwing ideas at me every other day, but it's not like, it's just boring shit. It's not like anything really innovative and new. It's just kind of like, build the same version of this machine but a different color. And you're like, Jesus Christ, I don't want to deal with that. You change the color. I want to make something neat. Like when I made that wheeled buncher, I thought that was kind of exciting. So something new and something different. When I made that buck saw, that was something pretty new and pretty different. So I thought, hey, that's pretty cool. But now I'm like, I don't know what to make. What else is there? What else is there in logging that's actually like useful? It's like I understand there's lots of like weird little quirky machines, but I'm like, I want something that's actually like useful, that's good. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I want to make a dangle faller. I think that's probably one of the next innovative things. I would love to make a functional heel boom loader. I don't know if that's possible. I think the button top's the closest thing you can get to that. I might make something similar to the button top's functionality, but with the heel kind of attached to the head, I guess. Just to make something really weird. I don't know. I'm gonna be bombing around today, and I'm gonna be looking up head attachments. I had an idea for one, making like a buncher head that was also a processor head, so you could run it just like a normal buncher, but at the same time you could process with it. Just don't know if I can do that one or not. I'd like to do that one, but don't know if that one's possible. Hey, sneaky little bugger. I don't know, look at your friend instead. But yeah, I don't know, we'll see. It's hard coming up with new things. I really want to make like just an ultra tree destroying machine, like something you can just drive through the forest and just smoke it. Just destroys everything. That'd be cool. Like the Ferngully leveler. I really want to build the leveler. Unfortunately, I don't think there's any script in this game that can come anywhere close to the leveler. I'll just make a giant mech. Giant mech that destroys trees and picks them out of the ground. Taking FDR logging to the extreme. Realism's gone right out the window. You started making mechs that cut down trees. I could see that. I could be that guy. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go back and look at some of those old German videos again, because there's a couple things I saw there that were pretty neat, but I can't remember which ones or when or how they were. Because I think those would be kind of fun. Just to kind of change it up a bit, do something different. Straighten things up a bit here. One more in the end. Can't quite get it. Oh, there we go. Alright. Processing's an okay job, hey? Boring job, but I don't know, you just get a feeling. When you're actually sorting the logs, like organizing them, kind of like this, and you kind of have your piles and you're trying to keep it nice, I think it's a lot more, at least mentally fun than if you're just like shooting all the logs into one pile. Because I notice when I throw all the logs into one pile, I just get so bored so fast because it just feels like you're just repetitiously doing the same thing. This one, it feels like you're kind of trying to kind of plan it out a little bit. You know, you're doing your thing. It's a little bit nicer. Wondering if I switch these piles around if it would make it easier though. Maybe after I do my next like load. Because I think if I did my first cut into this first pile, it would be straighter, and then my second one I could just line up easy. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe it'd be the exact same, I don't know. It just feels like I've got a lot of drag with that tree when I bring it over to that pile. I think it'd be less wasted head movement, personally, but let's see. Yeah, Because if I ran it, did my first cut, then as I'm running it, I could do my second cut. I think it'd be way faster. So maybe on the next go around after I clean up this pile, I will just get rid of all of the trees from the pile and yeah, swap the two piles around. So I'll do the tops on the left and the big guys on the right. Why not, right? We can do whatever we want. Not to mention, I think making that first cut. I think making that first cut into the first pile would be more accurate than what I'm doing right now. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it'll be like way harder and way shittier. We're gonna find out. Why wait? We could just save these last couple sticks and do it right now. What do you think, guys? What do you think? How much time we got? Oh, we got lots of time. Okay, so let's do this. Let's back this guy over into its little hole. Let's bring our truck up. Oops, that's not the truck. That's the truck. Let's get rid of some of these sticks. Oh yeah, see, loading this won't be a problem. This will be easy. Easy peasy. That'll be good enough. Oh, we might have cut too many trees now. Well, whatever, even if we get the pile down to move the other ones over while we do it, won't be a problem. Tricky little buggers. Trying to play hard to get. Oops. There we go. There, one of those. I mean, granted, they don't have to be perfectly straight on the trailer, but I try to keep them at least a little bit nicer. Shit, some of the loads that come into the mill, they're just like, they look like crackhead loaded them. They're just all over the place. I think it's mostly like on Fridays, the loaderman's in a hurry, he just doesn't give a shit, he just gives her. It's actually kind of funny to see. Oops. Oh shit. Oh shit. Well, that one kind of shat out on us, didn't it? Looks like we saved her. Hey. Don't play the games with me, friend. Alright, let's see if we can kind of roll it out here a bit. Sometimes you can do the butter rolling pin thing and it smooths the load out a little bit, but yeah, that's better. Just got that one more little stick. Now, I might just, I wonder if I should put a grapple of shorts on top of this. Just a little grapple of shorts just on top because I don't know. There might be too many for that one back bunk all by itself, so let's just do that. Just a little bundle on top here. And we're gonna put that little bundle right there. Just a little touch. Oops, just a little tap up. There you go. Alright, so I'll call that the first bunk. How does that look? That looks pretty uniform to me, yeah. Straps cover the whole frickadoodle, so that's good. I'm gonna drive ahead a bit, just a teeny bit. Okay, those are gonna be reaching left to right and grabbing from this big pile here, so. Here we go, or right to left, sorry, not left to right. Those kind of went a little wonky, so we're gonna just cinch those up a little bit. So, like we said in the last one, for loading we want to keep those butt ends a little closer to the stake. Oops, without hitting the stake is probably a better way to do it. Yeah, that's way better. And they sit a lot nicer, they don't try to go all cockeyed. Light here. Do the same for this side with the butts pretty close to the stake. Like I said, it looks like they stick out and it's not uniform, but the weight kind of settles proper this way, so. Just gonna hook that one a little bit. There you go, look at that. We can probably even smooth those out a little just to kind of help the settling effect here. There you go. See, like I said, they look really cockeyed and not uniform or straight, but because the way the weight is on the log, it actually settles a lot nicer by putting them like that. And like I said, then the weight doesn't go just to one side. So yeah, let's do that again. We'll load them about half up here. Right about there. See, now we got the log physics so they're almost like kind of realistic-y. It's kind of nice. So it's kind of how they settle in real life too when you put them on a truck, so. That makes me happy. After thousands of hours of screwing around. Thousands. I'm not even probably exaggerating. It probably was thousands of hours. Over what, 2 years? Yeah, probably thousands. Yeah. I'm sure if you went back and added up all of my modding videos, there'd be at least 1,000 hours or more there. Alright, let's throw this. Oops. So we should keep it on the inside of the stake, hey? There we go. Look at that, we got room for lots on the back now. So let's get this guy out of here. Park it over here somewhere out of the way. Alright. That looks good. I don't know if I really care about bringing this to the mill right this second, so I might just park it over here for now. We can just leave it there. That's fine. The legs looking all stupid looking. Okay. So now, I'm gonna actually clean up this pile with this first, so we can have a nice fresh start. So, this time around, I'm gonna see if I can slide this pile up a bit here. Probably wouldn't want to do this in real life with the processor, so don't ever do that. So this time around, what we're gonna do is grab kind of from my right. So now this time, we're going to start the butts right here. And then we're going to put the tops right over here. I'm going to keep about that much distance. That should be good. Yeah, we'll just kind of see how it goes here. And I throw that on the way back. It actually works out a lot better, I think. See, and now because I'm dropping the tree, I'm not dragging the whole tree over top of the pile because I kept bumping the pile. I had to be really slow and careful. This way I can kind of just give her now. Don't mess with me, man. Yeah, I think this production speed's a little quicker. What time are we at anyway? Oh, we got 10 minutes. We're doing great. Getting pretty fast at loading those trucks, apparently. And that was just me dicking around, too. I was playing with it. Should have loading competitions with prize money. Wouldn't that be fun? And have everybody in their goat challenging. How would you do that? You'd have to find a way to make it even. You know what? The best thing you could do would be like, so same mods, make like a save game of like this pile with the same loader, same truck in the same position, and then have the person like record it kind of from like a countdown, and then hit go, and then whoever gets the load on fastest without spilling and making a mess would win. That'd be kind of fun, actually, just for like logger sports kind of thing almost. See if I could get organized enough to do something like that. Probably not. I kind of hate this cab a little bit. I kind of want to get a machine where there's like much more minimal shit in my way when I'm processing. I don't know, when I'm processing it seems to be the only one job where I actually like to see everything a little bit clearer. I'm not really sure. You'd have to take out these big stupid side panels on this thing. Maybe it's time I make a new processor body that I actually like personally. I like the height. The height's quite nice. I just hate the cab type. The cab kind of irritates me. There we go. Yeah, so that system works a little bit better. Now we're not really fighting against ourselves there. Alright, so we'll chip that up real quick. And then maybe just get some more trees down. Or we could probably keep bunching too if we want to change things up a little bit. So we've kind of been doing the same thing over and over here for the last little while. Which is kind of logging. I mean, eventually it's going to be the same thing over and over. a fun pile to move out of here once we get like see, this will inspire me to build a dump truck now, so that I can do these chip piles. Alright, so we got two really half-assed little piles. Maybe we'll keep bunching. We'll keep bunching, so we haven't done that in a while. I mean, we only got like 5 minutes, so let's save too, because I haven't done that in a while. See, like, I don't know, would this cab be better for processing? I don't think so. I think this used to be a processor. I can't remember now. I think it was, yeah, that was this one. It's gonna be an interesting grab. Should have put it in a better spot. It's alright. Be a challenge for our skidder person, who is me, right? And take your friend here too. There we go. Gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get too cocky here. I don't really like bunching downhill, so let's. How are we gonna do this? Let's clean out these ones, I guess. And let's figure out where these are gonna go, because I don't even have a clue yet. Maybe behind me. Create a whoops. Oh fuck. Oh, that's an accident right there. That's a big oops. Look, I got a tree in my cab. How to die. FDR Logging tutorial. How to get killed by a tree. Okay. Jesus. Well, that's an interesting end on it. That's alright, that's what the processor's for. I'll fix up that shitty quality end. Pulling my tracks here. There we go. So I'm gonna get you. Gonna get you. There we go. Oops. Oh, there's a tree trunk still there. Just want this little piece to come right down into here. There we go. I hate when the trees crisscross over top of each other, because this game just hates it. There we go. All natural now. Drop, but that'll be good. Give that little skidder something to play with. I'll let go, hey? We hung up on here, another tree? Probably. Ah, shit. Quit while you're ahead, right? Whatever. We'll get the skidder in there to fix that up. Alright, So I better park this thing because we're past our time now. And when we come back next time, we will continue cutting our way into this crappy looking little hill. And yeah, it looks like a nightmare. Maybe, I think honestly the best way to do this would be to whip down to this side and then climb the hill, cut, and lay them down. Because going downhill is just stupid, trying to bunch. Cross hill, fine. Uphill, fine. Flat, fine. But downhill is just like, what are you doing? You're just wasting valuable time trying to cut downhill. Alright. We got our giant chip pile happening over there, so that's real exciting. Should really cut some of those trees out and actually make this into a proper pile here. We'll get to that. All things we can get to eventually. And then maybe when we come back, we should probably bring that load to the mill. Yeah, should be good. Okay, I'm going to save it here, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.